pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Bailey Ober. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ground ball to the right side. Oh, great stop. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. Ellie falls victim to the K. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And next to hit for the Sox, Lawrence Butler. There's the strike.
0-1.
Merrill, the lead runner out at second. Mack at first, 2 out of the inning. And that's way high. And the count even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Stays alive. And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. And today's starter, Taj Bradley.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Ober back to work. Mack, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Tag, and he's out at first. Couldn't get back to the bag. No outs, runner at first. Here's a big power threat. J. Mack. He's 2 for 2. Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jay Mack steps to the plate for the White Sox. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Varland, 28 years old, and he's playing today in his home state of Minnesota. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Now one missed. Outside, and that's ball 3. Elly De La Cruz in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runner at first with 2 away. Elly De La Cruz steps to the plate for the White Sox. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Yennier Cano warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Eller, runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man on second, 2 down. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Right down the chute, and now 3-1. Mack at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So one left. So digging in, Jackson Chourio.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Bautista is just 1 strike away. Line to left, and that'll wrap it up. The Twins with the rubber match of this 3-game.
But you could be my dinner. She said, why you always got your head high in the clouds, your eyes to the sky and your face to the stars. Yeah, I can hear them calling me awfully hard. You best believe before I leave, I'ma leave my mark. And we got 6 deep in the sprinter. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. 6 deep in the sprinter. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started and getting to start, Jordan Wicks. What do you look for here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch.
In the air, left field, Willie squeezes it. Both runners tagging. Fires to the plate. And he's out. Bunt down, and that ends the inning.
Base runner decided to test him, and it was a bad decision. Outstanding throw on a frozen rope at home. That'll end the inning with a bang.
One down. DJ Willie digs him down. And that is out of play. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. A little out front there as he swings through it.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one not close. Ball 2. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Lau at the plate. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And that one got a piece of him. First and second, one out. And now it's Brandon Lau. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out.
That's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Next offering is down low. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Crow Armstrong over at second. Willie on at first with 2 down. Outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. 2 down, nobody on. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. Here's Juan Soto. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Mets, and we are still scoreless. 1 out, runner at second. Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Willie makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, DJ Willie. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
In the air out towards right center. Soto gets under it, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll touch them all. His 19th home run of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
2 outs, nobody on. And now it's Mark Vientos. Looking to get the tying run on base. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Willie stands in now and watches strike 1. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing across here. DJ Willie, the next Cub to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Liner, and this could be trouble. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Cubs walk it off in the 11th.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged.
A 3-2 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in mine. This some rich by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I guess I'm rich, and I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? Terrible thing away. New watch the color just out to me. A parrot was in the face. New rap, they ghost to me. Hilarious in the way. My smack it too close to me. While plastic taking my coat from me. I blast it open. Shit, from the dope.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. I gotta do better, 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 I gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Eyes from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my mixed emotions, prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I could flip at any moment. Faces playing in this.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
Trapping with, never gave up. Riding around my side of town. Trapping with my day ones. Ain't nobody gon' save us. Strip lit like a candle. Titan City where I grew up. I'm living, but what can I say? I tell her that's my lifestyle. I ain't never gonna take my life away. They just...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Yeah, trust me when I tell you.
Just about set to go now. Getting the nod on the mound, Josiah Gray. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around. And well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That's towards center. Mack under it.
Relay three.
Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play. But, man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Back here on the south side. And towing the slab, A.J. Smith-Shawver. And, Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That's a base hit. Austin Riley at the plate. Center field. Mack settles underneath it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now in for the Braves, Nick Gonzalez. 2 outs. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter now, J. Mack. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this 2nd time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Fouled off to the right. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-1. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems he finds a way to make us say, wow.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Jose Azocar. Fly ball center field. Mack hauls it in for the out. So up next, J. Mack. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0 count. Great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Runner on the goal. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Elly De La Cruz steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson appears to be getting loose. De Los Santos warming up as well. And he chases a high fastball there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Merrill headed for the plate. The throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here comes 2 on, 1 out. Lawrence Butler steps to the plate for the White Sox. And ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here.
1-0.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
There's a strike. Runners on the move. That's in for a strike. Transfer bobbled and there's no throw. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Johnson fires. Swung out, belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. That's worth the price of admission. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Matt will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hands it, tough play to first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now here is Elly De La Cruz.
RBI knock for him last time.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Trammell going back. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as they score a pair on the play.
These are the best kind of automatic doubles for an offense. Everyone scores on the play, and they still have a runner in scoring position. And they pitched to him with the base open at first, maybe regretting that a bit, but there's nothing they can do about it now.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And it one-hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So 2 down. Here's Taylor Trammell.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take this one in a blowout.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food.
I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day. Second option, hop the bus, but it's a traffic delay. My boss, cause I'm running late, it ain't no excuse. When I'm about to be 22, without a whip, I can swoop. Feel like I'm finna my own dome with no escape. Zoning out, cause working out, I work what I make. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich. Cause the husband's hustling. I ain't section nothing but a mic. 5 o'clock and off the work, ready to go home and write. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chillin' at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever and it's soaking my socks. Kick my kicks off and took off my jacket. Roll my jeans up, beat up in my headphones, blast them. And started laughing while I'm splashing in puddles like the struggle. We dancing in the rain. Alright, I'ma try to do the same thing. Yeah, don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, she don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing it. I say cool, the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say use it as inspiration, the best of them did. But I still see I can't handle this pressure for. And if you ask me, stress is my girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack, and I asked him, remind me while I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remember my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's scrapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless and the times when I was broke. And this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. Then he told me not to ask me again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Don't nobody wanna dance slow.
Live from Wright Field on the south side of Chicago, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Hunter Greene. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. Time for the J. Mack steps to the plate for the White Sox.
And this is what everybody in the park is here to see, Boog. Baseball history potentially in the making.
Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but it needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mack under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Now it's the power speed combo. J. Mack. The crowd holding their breath as he looks to break the all-time consecutive game hit streak record. That one fouled off.
This kid always seems to make something happen, and that's a great way to have a long career. Every team in the league wants players who get on base at a high rate.
It gets down for a hit, and there it is, the record. He's done it. 1 run across, rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's 4-0. Baseball's unbreakable record has been broken. The most consecutive games with a hit. Truly one of the sport's most sacred records. This is a moment that will be remembered and replayed for many years to come.
Well, I know I didn't think it'd be broken. In fact, I didn't think anyone would even get close. His perseverance and his ability to grind out hits day after day has just been awesome. And there are a lot of great hitters out there, but no one else can maintain the level of excellence he has over such a long stretch of games.
Elly De La Cruz steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Man at second. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Strider gets the strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And next for Atlanta, Jose Azocar. Now a fly ball to right center. Mack sizes this one up. That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Fights it off. He'll see another. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one way outside. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that is downstairs. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it's filled up. This to center field. And that'll get down for a hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even
runner on the go. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Caught just shy of the wall.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit. But when you start the season, your goal is to win that division and win it as convincingly and as early as possible. Well, they did just that. So the good thing, they'll be able to rest some players. If you've got some players banged up, they'll be able to bounce back. The challenging part is keeping everybody sharp and fresh for playoff baseball.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm Jon Sciambi saying so long.
Yeah. 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 City going up, so you better buzz. Finna see who really wanna us. Rich spilling blood. Everybody tough, today gotta go and see the judge. Better hush. Never growing up, all I wanted was to be a wanted me a to get a little bread. To cover in the head, still outside. I don't hide from it for life. Had to fight for my life. Took them hits in stride. If I die, for the guys, have my candlelight going up like the club. After that, go slide. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that. That's all in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back. 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 Yeah, whenever I miss those days, visit my LA. Under the ground, running around, we was in kids that played. All in the street, following leads, who lost their way. Some of them outside still, some of them inside gray. I'm a real beach boy, come ride my wave. Left me with the either or, fill these voids and fill my bank. Blue strips only, you switched on me. Mama told me about you snakes, keep my teeth off safety. You know you can't never be too safe. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that. That's all in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back.
I be gone.
Hope you watching. Hope you watching.
Get your life or get back. A person I miss that. Tell me if you with that.
The same. I wanna see the lights on. When you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. Baby, you're the last thing that's playing on my mind. When I go and sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night. You light my fire, baby. I feel burning higher when I'm in your eyes. You light my fire, baby. You make me feel like I'm levitating. Feel like I'm flying, baby. When I'm with you. Baby, I've been asking, been begging you for more. 'Cause you just take my breath away. And you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. You've been my obsession. You're always on my mind. And when I go to sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night. You light my fire, baby. I feel burning higher when I'm in your eyes. You light my fire, baby.
been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Young man, I was you, wrong, stone the clock, it's true. But young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent when you're hustling for rent. Gone up looking like me. Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Put in my paces, put on my boots, I tie my laces, I scale the mountains, I sail the seas, and all that searching led back to me. Then someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I didn't ran the name without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I was scolded, and I had my share of fun. And now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Yeah, handing me the keys to the kingdom. Then someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Then someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Yeah, handing me the keys to the kingdom. I stopped the world. Ain't got no riches, ain't got no money that runs long, but I got a heart that's strong and a love that's tall. Ain't got no name, ain't got no fancy education, but I can see right through a powdered face on a painted fool. Let me slip through. Why you tryna hold me back? I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that. Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just trying to move up front, little more this, little less that, yeah. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. I don't worry about people in my face. I hit them with the style and grace, and watch the ankles break. Whoa, whoa. I know you wish I would fade away, but I got more to say. Lord, they pray. Ow! Let me slip through. Why you tryna hold me back? I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that. Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just tryna move up front, little more this, little less of that, yeah.
beat up the block and the gun. I press a little button to open the wings. Ain't no advance on the deal I just signed. I don't need the label controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes. I dance on my own and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Way to dependent is punching is reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Hating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle. The same as how I be preferring my venison. Windowton black and the minimum sentence. And I was apprenticing under a villain. Fist full of metal to pay my respects. I slaughtered my dentist to get this new grill. And the incoming call for Shabria Connect. Look at my closet, it's smoke on the ceiling. Master against Aaron Donald, it's hard to explain. The rush of a feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the L's as well. 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choke, I call it a trail. Bent over the time, my mornings and fell. Cloaking the rush on the roads, it look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. It's brioche and toast in the world. The tarragon butter moon walking the pen like the king of pop. Put on my power scout, the Gucci Cox. I still cannot locate a city, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. Yeah. I feel like Joe Warren. I like to score on a plane and set up another table for two. I step out on the shorty to pick up a plate from my Cartier buff. Excuse me a second. Don't really matter to Lord. Yo, I'ma turn it to furnace. Snub hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight and turn on the burners. Flip a switch for the Deacons who cheer the spice strips. MS P98 says 11. I crush my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger. They match so perfectly with this new culture. They're trying to call me a democracy rig. I get it, I get it. I take it back and it's split it to Williamson. I'ma be back in a minute. I rent it up just to give me a monogram. One-on-one cast iron skillet. They haven't raised my price. I'm grateful as ever cause it took a village. We haven't. Shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain. Happy to say that I'm no longer working. I'm not really feeling. Needed a breath, so I bit on a bullet. I still got some cracks in my molars. Get on a flight in my brow headquarters as soon as it gets cold. 7 consecutive strikes, that professional bowl. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. To make another mob, to change another guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb. The big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds. The victorious odds, the talent to Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder. If there's blood in the water, no stopping it. Top shotter, I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. A was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testify to lyrical. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was going to do when I was 10.
Justified minister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded charges don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection, they be like black. Well, who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me responsible for this place, but historically the authorities been morally bankrupt. Into the executioner, speaking of retribution, I was in the Lucifer even to catch the future. Me and the best producers out again, on route again. Airborne audio spores is like an allergen. So, in conclusion, I want to clear the confusion. Any rumors the artist you're currently hearing is human. The shapeshifter, weightlifter, I hate. I'm the great victor behind the bars, state prisoner.
Guess it's safer. Plan on finding love a little later. This came too soon, and I'm not too sure what to make of you. And all of these butterflies, suddenly you're always on my mind. But I start the flow of emotions, 'cause I don't know how to control what I'm feeling. This is going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't wanna tell you that. I could try to fight. Just saying all the pretty words I love to hear. You don't even know how deep I feel. I'm playing it cool, but I'm losing it over you. Lately I've been trying on your last name, but it just feels so soon. It's just going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't wanna tell you that. I could try to fight.
Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push. Got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about, some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, swanky. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out when things got crazy. They needed to break out. They head to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they four wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. And we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you when you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road. 'Cause I'm over trying and making it right when I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something.
on the boogeyman. We doing the can't run the clock on American Bandstand.
It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Chicago White Sox. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. All right, first pitch coming up, and getting the start for the White Sox, Jay Mack.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Jesse Winker stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And 1-2. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
On the ground, right side. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And that one fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. Guardians go down in order. Guardians fail to score. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back at right field. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. Jackson Merrill steps to the plate for the White Sox. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. Two outs, base is empty. Jay Mack steps to the plate for the White Sox. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Two outs, base is empty. In the air, center field. Meadows makes the play, and that's the inning. Game 1 of the division series. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Swinging a foul straight back. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Holiday slings to first. One out in the second.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Christian Campbell, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's outside. Breaking ball through there for a strike. No score here in the second. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Butler pulls that one down. Two down. Two down, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. That one in triple digits.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And a pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Elly De La Cruz. Bieber back to work. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
This one high in the air to left center. And there's one down. And up next for Chicago, Lawrence Butler. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Nabs it, and there's 2 away. Digging in, Jackson Holiday. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, nice play. What a play. Inning over. Here on the south side, and the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. There's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. And he takes a strike.
Talking about this series matchup, it's always a little strange to face a division opponent in the postseason, but we're starting to see it happen more often with the new format. Playing each other in these games really cranks up the heat on division rivalries.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. The throw, and very nicely done for the out. Cody Huff digs in for the Guardians. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Top of the 3rd, no score.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Registers the punch out and hits 101. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still no score. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Cut on and lifted in the air. Winker hauls it in, and there's one away. Gabriel Moreno steps to the plate for the White Sox. On its way to the corner, and that drops foul. One down, base is empty. And that's fouled off. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Hit in the air out to center field. Meadows makes the catch. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Winker, the next to hit, takes outside. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Base hit, center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the
calls it in, one away.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Manzardo takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Gone. He circles the bases, and now they're out front. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Chourio pulls it down, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Gabriel Arias now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in game 1 of the ALDS. Up the middle, Holiday. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back here on the south side, bottom of the 4th, and now the first baseman, C.J. Abrams. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
He was all over that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with bare hand.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jay Mack. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 outside with a breaking ball.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Just missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, one out. Now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Ball one, no strikes. Next offering is foul back.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one hammered. Going back. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. And we are starting over. It's 3-3.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Lawrence Butler steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fly to left his first time. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Baldwin. Gets it to first. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going. Jordan Westburg digs in now. Fly to right his first time. Runner on the go. Swung on, belted. And a foul ball. Holiday, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner on the go again. Pitch is high. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. Late on that fastball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a ground ball. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mack back to work. And that misses. 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's out. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Cut out and missed, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
At the plate, Cody Huff. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Butler makes the catch, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. Game 1 of the division series. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Here's a 1-1. And he dodges that fastball.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Kwan tracks it down for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Jackson Chourio. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And that's way high. And now 2-0. This one smashed down the right field line. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. Caught in a rundown now. And now he's tagged out, rounded second too far. Ran into an out there. Here's C.J. Abrams now. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. This to third, and that chance handled. Inning over. Down in order go the White Sox. Back at right field. New inning getting started. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Kwan recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Fouled off left side. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the ALDS.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Merrill sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they go quiet. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, Jackson Merrill. And a foul ball. Merrill, multi-time All-Star, 22 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Loves it on the dive. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
Matt in
outside.
now. Takes ball one off the plate.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And there's a foul ball. The ground, and he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Jalen Beeks. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. In the air to left center. Kwan sizes this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Lawrence Butler. On the ground to short. High throw to first, and he can't reach it.
Shortstops have to make some pretty difficult throws across the field sometimes. Might have tried to put a little too much behind that one, but clearly he got under the throw. Didn't stay on top. Not a good release point, and it just took off on him.
2 outs, runner on first. And next to hit for the Sox, Jackson Holliday. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the
Butler
count.
off of first with 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kwan makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. On to the 7th here in game 1. Here on the south side, and here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. That's in for a strike. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next to hit, Christian Campbell. Right through there for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Abrams under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Inside, just missed. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Johnny Brebbia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Sam Hentges, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go.
1-1.
Stephan getting loose as well. And he swings through that one.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack it in the box.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Back to the top of the order, and now the first baseman, C.J. Abrams. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. On to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brooks Baldwin. Ball one there.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
There's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And a count 1-2. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and ties up the ball game. Impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now Parker Meadows. That clips the corner.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
This one in the air. De La Cruz. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, It's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
That one to first, and he can't come up with it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the missed blow.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
That one pulled foul. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a chopper. Westberg whips it to first on the run. Save! Substitution now at first base. On a pinch run for the Guardians. Travis Bazzana rips that one to right. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sam Hentges.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Outside low. Counts full, 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
No outs. Runner at first. Jay Mack steps to the plate for the White Sox.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That's a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
On the ground, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. Over to first, safe. And up next for Chicago, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 3 in this one. White Sox making a move for a pinch hitter, Victor Robles. 1 out, runners at the corners for him. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Squeeze attempt misses. And it's a squeeze. And a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. It's a squeeze. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Suicide squeeze can be one of the most exciting plays in all of baseball because it's such a layered play and everything comes together so quickly. Right there, it all came together perfectly at a huge time as they take the lead.
Jackson Holliday steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
The batter now, Jordan Westburg. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. New pitcher for the White Sox, Cade Smith.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Slings it across, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Hit on the ground to short, De La Cruz. Tosses across the first, and that quickly 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And that is out of play. Smith, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Fouled off down the right side. 1 strike away from securing game 1. Just misses with that one. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying